There will always be those who question us in the actions that we take. But what we don't realize sometimes is that the way we answer and what we answer says a lot about us, or it says way more than we sometimes realize. Hi, my name is Kenneth Muyingo, and this is video number 5 in the Opening Up video series that I'm doing in relation to my book, Opening Up, and the training workbook. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about being interviewed. So when I got to the Netherlands, I got into this asylum procedure, and now I'm at the stage that I am being interviewed. And I have had it said before that when you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. But I had never actually put this to a test for myself. And now here I was being interviewed. But because I thought I had no choice, because I thought there was no other way out for me, I did what I thought was wise. I lied to the immigration authorities. It's not something I'm proud of, but that's what happened. I told lies. I sat in an interview for 7 hours, and I was answering questions about myself, but I was not talking about myself for 7 hours. And I felt sick to my stomach. And I thought, I need to find a way to correct this for myself. I need to find a way to right this wrong. Otherwise, it's something that is going to be always bugging me like a monkey on my back. And when I went in for another day for the second interviews that I will tell you about later, the same thing happened. But because I thought I did not have a choice. See, opening up is not easy. But once we are willing to make ourselves vulnerable, to tell the truth like it is, we open doors of opportunity that we may not realize right away. And because opening up is not easy, the first instinct or the first thing that comes to mind is to try to protect ourselves rather than being open about what the situation is. And in the process of being protecting ourselves, we may end up lying. Or maybe for us it's to hide, and maybe for other people they just evade the questions. But all in all, these things just keep us away from the goal, which is opening up. And telling the truth frees us in ways that we may not realize. It's the most important thing that we can do when we find ourselves in situations that we are confronted with either to tell a lie or to tell the truth. Let us always choose to tell the truth, because we will find that, first of all, when you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. If they ask you what you said last week, if it was the truth, you will still say the same thing. But if you have told a lie, then you're going to have to first try to remember what you said last week. And for me, this is where I found myself. They're asking me the questions and then they go back. They say, but tell us about this. And they just change the words and I'm saying different things. And they're like, but you told us something different earlier. And then I was like, I don't know anymore. Because I realized I had put myself in a web. I had entangled myself in this web of lies that I could just not get out. And maybe let's just have a heart-to-heart here. Some reflection questions. What lies have we told ourselves in the past? And what were the results of the lies that we told ourselves? See, if we find ourselves struggling and we are telling ourselves that everything is okay, that's a lie that we are telling ourselves. If we find ourselves that we don't have the answers that we need to move forward. If we keep telling ourselves that we have all the answers, that's a lie that we are telling ourselves. And in so doing, what I've understood is the most dangerous words in the English language. I know that already. Because the moment you say that you know something, you close your ability to learn. And then things just remain the way they are. And how might things have turned out differently if you had told the truth? Just imagine a situation that you find someone who had the potential and the ability to actually help you get on the right track. But because you told them a lie, things didn't move in any way. How may things have been different if you had told the truth? And when asked about your dreams and goals and the life that you want to have for yourself, how do you respond? The dream in your heart is valid. This is what I've understood. You cannot have that dream unless you are capable of making it a reality. So the dream is valid. But what you are going to do about it, that is the question. What are you going to do about it? And what are some of the major events that have happened in your life? Sometimes things happen and we just push them under the rug. We don't take conscious inventory or evaluation of something that has happened, major events. I got this book out of me reflecting on the major event of me migrating from Uganda to come and live in the Netherlands. What major events have happened in your life? Just take some time and reflect on this. And how did you change as a result of these major events that happened? When I look back on the person that I was 15 years ago and the person that I am right now, I can tell there is a significant change. There is a difference. And even my friends can tell, even my parents can tell. Even the people who don't like me can tell. Simply because something has shifted. Someone in my circle said, things changed for you. And I told him, no, you don't realize. I changed and then things changed for me. It's not the other way around. And then the other question is, when we look at where we are right now, or as a result of the experience that we've had, how do we look at ourselves? I will make an extra video about self-image and self-esteem because I think this is very important and it ties in very closely to what we are talking about right now. And what are we looking forward to in the future? Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called the present.